this is the cherry blossom seed, an unobtainable plant that you can only get from an admin. And I got the owner of Grow Garden to give me one. So today, we're gonna be planting it to see what sort of crazy stuff we can grow and how quick the cherry blossom seed can get us $1 billion. All right, boys, we are on my Grow Garden Clouds account. And I know what y'all are thinking. Winner, this account already has $1 trillion. Yeah, it does. But I'm gonna be honest, there's a good explanation for that. This is the account I did the candy blossom seed video last week. And yeah, I'm not deleting this candy blossom tree, bro. I'm just not deleting this. That said, none of the money we'll get throughout this video will be from candy blossoms. We can only use cherry blossoms, and our goal is to get an extra billion by the end of the video. Y'all gotta understand, man, I'm not about to delete this thing, but what we will do is move it all the way to the back so it's out of the way. Put that right there out of everything. And now it's time to plant the cherry blossom seed. Now I have no clue what this thing could give us or how expensive these things are gonna be. I don't even know what the thing looks like, but let's go ahead and plant that right there. I'm hoping we get ourselves a big cherry blossom tree because, well, we only have one. This is all we get. And while that's growing, actually, hold on, I'm gonna go make my way over to the gear shop to get some water and cans. I'm actually low-key excited, bro. I don't even know what the cherry blossom's gonna look like, but my goal throughout this video is to see how big of a cherry blossom we can grow and, you know, see how expensive it is. We're trying to figure out all that throughout this video. Oh, it's already growing, 2% grown. Okay, let's go ahead and hit some water and can on that. Boom, 2. How big could this thing get? How big could this thing get, bro? Hold on. Actually, I have an idea. Trowel? What if I put this over the cat, the moon cat? Will it get bigger, or does that only work for the fruits? Hold on. Ooh, let me put that right there. Yo, this is getting hit by 3 moon cats right now, boys. I wonder if the tree itself will get bigger, man. The moon cat every 60 seconds naps for 20 seconds, and it makes fruits within the circle 1.5 times larger. Wait, actually, that only applies to fruits. Yeah, I'm dumb. That's not gonna work for the tree. Wait, 41% grown? No, bro, we're gonna get a small cherry blossom tree. Nah. Hold on, let me use my trowel. Let's put that back over here. That way we don't have to see this candy blossom tree. Let me hit this with some more water and cans. Let's just see how big this thing can grow. Okay, 60%. That's not too bad. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. This looks just like candy blossoms, kinda. Look at this. This is like pretty much identical to the candy blossom and moon blossom tree. And there it is, fully grown. All right, interesting. So, is this gonna grow like flower blossoms, or is it gonna look like moon blossoms? Only one way to find out. Now, right now we have these moon cats, which, as you guys heard from the description earlier, is gonna help us get bigger fruits. And we're gonna be using this as well as a bunch of other pets to get us the rarest, most expensive candy blossoms. Did I say candy blossoms? I meant cherry blossoms. But good thing for us, we have these cats falling asleep on this thing. 2 cats falling asleep on this thing? Yo, we gotta get some insane plants. I wonder if the sprinkler glitch still works. The video I'm talking about is not up yet, or actually it might be that by the time this video goes up, but there is currently a sprinkler glitch in the game where you can use it to make infinite sprinklers. I'm gonna go check to see if this thing still works. If it does, we're gonna get some crazy cherry blossoms. So first thing you need is 10 basic sprinklers, an advanced sprinkler, godly, and then everything else. But unfortunately, we do not have any. In fact, I'm out of Robux, which is that's really embarrassing. All right, here we go, and we got the rain weather mutation going on, which is perfect. We've got to buy 10 basic sprinklers. I will show you guys the method in a bit, but first we just got to get all 10. And last one here. Perfect. All right, now how the glitch actually works is you place down 1 advanced sprinkler and you're gonna wait till it gets to about 4 minutes, 40 seconds left. And then we have to place these 10 basic sprinklers really quick and delete them all. All right, so we just kind of gotta wait here. Let's see, 4 minutes, 47 seconds. All right, and 3, 2, 1. There we go. We got to place all these like so. And then we have to delete each basic sprinkler with our shovel. We got to do it quick. Now, if this hasn't gotten patched, now the timer should stop going off on this advanced sprinkler. And it's still going down. Damn, bro. It looks like it got patched. No, bro. No way this got patched, bro. Come on, bro. I literally just recorded on this like 2 days ago and it was working. Yeah, that's bad luck. But you know, it's okay. We don't need to abuse that. Let's do this the legit way. Yeah, it looks like according to Discord, they fixed a bunch of changes just yesterday, so this method is patched. Well, doesn't really matter. Let's just keep it pushing, boys. Let's see what the fruits look like. Oh, wait, hold on. Cherry blossom? Oh, yo, this looks just like moon blossoms, bro. 3.6 kilogram. Yo, this looks just like regular moon blossoms, except pink, which low-key makes me like it a lot better, but this is 3.06 kilograms. Let's see what this thing goes for at base value. How much is this worth? Let's see. And 521. Oh my god. Yo, bro, this is not worth nothing. This is not worth nothing. Yeah, this is gonna be a long video. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this would be worth like a lot, but it turns out cherry blossoms are kind of mid. Let's find out though. Let's find out. Maybe this is a fluke. 3.3 kilograms. Let's see what this one goes for. How much is this worth? 616. Yeah, no, that's no fluke, bro. That's no fluke. If we go into the shop, I feel like that's around the same value as something like watermelons, low-key, and pumpkins. For an unobtainable admin fruit, man, this is looking kind of mid. It looks like we're getting cooked. Let's see though. Maybe this one though will be more worth it. This looks a little bit bigger. You know what? Hold on. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. We're gonna put down a godly sprinkler. We're also gonna put down a master sprinkler. Let's see what we can grow from this, boys. Let's see what we can grow. All right, this looks like the biggest one we've grown so far. Let me go ahead and crop that one. Ooh, and we got a lot of mooncats sleeping right next to us. Okay, hold on. Let me just go ahead and take advantage of that. Put that right there. This one is 5.04 kilograms. Okay, so let's see. This sells for 1,411. Okay, so if we can get some heavier ones, it looks like they won't be too bad. Oh, it looks like we're actually going a pretty big one here. Hold on. Yo, we might be in luck. Damn. Okay. Yo, this looks like it's kind of growing. Yo, like this actually looks kind of crazy, bro. Okay. Not bad. I'll take it. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one here just because this looks like it's actually gonna be a good one. I'll take that. And while we're waiting for this one to grow, I'm just gonna go ahead and click a little grow all just so we can see, man. Just so we can see what else we can get from this tree. How many cherry blossoms can we get? And oh, damn, we actually got multiple big ones. Hold up. We got some gold ones too. Look at that. Hold on. Let me just take this gold one real quick. This is a 25x multiplier, and this thing looks pretty big. What the? Yo, it looked like massive when I pulled it off the tree, but like holding it in my hand, this thing looks. Huh? Okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead and sell this, bro. I'm actually so confused. How much is this worth? 246,000. Oh, now we're talking, boys. Now we're talking. So once we get these things mutated with something like gold or rainbow, it looks like then we can start having some good candy blossoms. I was about to say we're gonna get cooked trying to get to 1 billion with this, but it looks like it may not be too bad now. Since we've got a bunch of decent cherry blossoms there, let me go ahead and go talk to Queen Bee. Let's go to trade honey and let's get ourselves a honey sprinkler, boys. We need these. We need these, man. First things first, let's get these things honey glazed. Yep, got all of them honey glazed. That is a 5x multiplier right there. So these are already gonna be 5 times worth more. And you know what? These mooncats, they're really nice right now, but I don't think I exactly need them. I think a different pet would be better because it looks like we already got a bunch of big cherry blossoms. Low key, I want to just keep these as is and work with what we got. Get these all mutated and see what realistically all these go for. First things first, I'm gonna take this disco bee from my main account. I got a bunch other on a different account. We're gonna put those in here later. But while my main account is here, I might as well place down this little chocolate sprinkler. And now I'm on my other alt account to give myself some dragonflies. Gotta use these to get my stuff gold. And of course, my queen bee. And last but not least, got the rest of my disco bees and queen bee. There we go, boys. We are now fully equipped to be able to get these cherry blossoms all the mutations they need to sell for the most. And the first order of business is low-key getting all of these plants turned to gold by my dragonfly. This pet comes in handy a lot, boys, because every 5 minutes about it turns 1 random fruit to gold. No failure rate, 100% success. And with 2 of those, we honestly should be able to cut through a lot of these cherry blossoms pretty quick. Couple that with the fact that I've got queen bee, it makes it even better. Because with the queen bee, obviously every 30 minutes, a random pet refreshes its ability cooldown. So basically every 30 minutes, one of these dragonflies or maybe the disco bee is going to get to use this ability instantly. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and put down some more disco bees while we're at it. Might as well put down another queen bee. Oh, dragonfly already applied gold to my cherry blossom. All right. And last but not least, let's just place down the rest of the disco bees. Another dragonfly just applied another one to gold. All right. We cooking now, boys. We cooking now. Actually, you know, I don't even know why we put the cherry blossom tree over here. We've got a lightning rod over here that has 3 redirects left. So you know what, boys? Do I have another trowel left? I do. Okay, perfect. Let's go and remove that right over there. Let's turn it around. And now we looking pretty, bro. We sitting pretty. Sheesh. You know, actually, while we're waiting for all these mutations to actually go on, we might as well open some cosmetics. Sign crate. Never got a chance to open this. Keep out. Okay, I like that. What do we get from this? Smile, you're on camera. All right, you know what? I'll take it. I never really dabbled into cosmetics like that, but low-key, I've been wanting to because it is a whole aspect of the game. Kind of like Minecraft, you know? Put that right there. Let's put this keep out. Let's put that on the other side. Yes, sir. Keep out. Smile. You're on camera. Hold on. That one actually looks a little bit scuffed. Hold on. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. My OCD kicking in, bruh. My non-existent OCD. There we go. There we go. Looking clean. I actually got this gnome crate in my inventory too. Hold on. I don't even remember getting that. What the heck? Open time 30 minutes. Okay, perfect. We're here to wait. We're going to be here for a while. Let me go ahead and use recall wrench. Let's see any other cosmetics that may be in the shop. Farmer's gnome crate. Oh, that's how I got that. Cletus gnome. Is that flamingo, bro? They put flamingo in the game? Yeah, that's kind of crazy, bro. I mean, him and Jandel are friends. It makes sense. Sign crate, clothesline. I don't want that. What else could we get? Stone lantern. Oh, I want that. Mini TV. No. Rock pile. No. Small tone table. I'll take that. I mean, we might as well just decorate up the place while we're waiting for these cherry blossoms to mutate. You know what I'm saying? Have a little bit of fun with it. Have a little bit of fun with it. I do like these little lanterns, though. I want to put 2 of these up here. Make the place look really nice. Cherry blossom is going to stand out with this. One right there and one right here. Oh, yeah. This place looking nice and cozy now. Look at that. Look at how it makes the cherry blossom look with the light. I'm messing with that. I'm messing with that. Might as well put a well right in the middle of this. You know what I'm saying? I think that kind of fits right about there. I'm gonna pick up these few little stone tiles and just put a bunch of these. That's one. We add like one more. Boom. There we go. There we go. Let me move this one up a little more. Gotta make it look symmetrical. Nice. Yeah, cosmetics is not my strong suit in this game, boys. Bear with me. Bear with me. We're trying to make this look aesthetic, though. Recall wrench. Is there any other stuff in the cosmetic shop? Rock pile. No. Let me go and click a restock. We need some of those larger stone piles at the bottom. Any one of them? Any one of them here? We got green tractor. 556 million. Damn. Hold on. I'm not about to do that. That's like that's like $1 billion right there almost. We losing money. Light on ground. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy that. Oh, we got more torches too. Let's do another restock. Oh, here we go. Medium circle tile. We got that. And our dragonfly applied a gold to cherry blossom. All right, I went kind of crazy on the cosmetics. I'm not gonna lie, but I think we could actually cook, boys. I think we could actually cook. Let me put this right here. Oh, that is not as big as I thought it'd be. Okay, let me go ahead and put that right back. First things first, let's finish up this little stone path. And it's looking nice, boys. Okay, it's coming together. Let me add some more lanterns back here. One right there. One right there. And you know what? Honestly, I'm pretty happy with this for now. We gotta make this place feel a lot more cozy. All right, back to the cherry blossom grind, man. A little bit of distraction, but we got it. We got it. So we've got gold on a lot of these, which is good. We're actually cooking with this. Let's finish getting all of these gold. Then I can take away the dragonflies, and then we can move on to the next mutation. All right, we're back, and everything's pretty much golden. And on top of that, we got a few disco golden. Look at this. This massive one right here is gold pollinated disco and honey glaze. That's gonna sell for crazy. Same with this one, gold pollinated disco, wet honey glazed, and this one as well. But you know what? Before we actually crop these, we're gonna go ahead and put down a chocolate sprinkler, because then that's gonna increase the value even more. All right, just place down a chocolate sprinkler from my main, and everything is chocolate. All right, first things first, we're gonna go ahead and crop this disco one. These 3 disco ones, actually, and let's see what these sell for. I low-key should leave just one. Okay, I'll leave just one. I'll leave just one. We'll crop the 2 disco, and we'll leave the biggest one here to try to get that thing shocked, because this is pretty big, and disco, that's gotta be worth a lot. But let's just see what these 2 sell for real quick. How much weight is this one? 9.69. That's for the other one, 9.54. Okay, so they're both around the same weight. Let's see what the smaller one sells for. And 13 million. Wait, hold on. Was that 13 million or billion? Let me see. That's gotta be billion, right? 13 million. Wait, only 13 million? Hold on. What about this one, bro? What about this one? How much is this worth? 13 million. Wow. Yo, these things really do not sell for that much, even with a mutation like disco. Yeah, that's pretty mind-blowing, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm glad I left that big one, because that's probably gonna be our best bet at getting a good one. But in the meantime, since that didn't sell for that much, let's go ahead and just crop everything except for that big disco one. We're gonna leave that, and we're gonna crop everything else. Reason why is we want to try to get as many massive ones as possible. Matter of fact, I'm actually gonna favorite tool that disco one. I think it's this right here, right? Okay, let me crop that, and yeah, that's that one right there. Okay, perfect. We leave all the big ones, we crop all the other ones, and leave the disco one there. Now I'm just gonna go for a quick little grow all, and let's see what we get. Oh, we did not get anything good. Okay, none of that is literally big at all. That's all just small. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and crop all that. We're gonna go ahead and crop every single one of those. Let's give that another go. Another go. Grow all plants. Come on. Give me something good. And okay, yeah, we're not getting anything good. First things first, let me go ahead and sell my entire inventory. Let's see what we get. Right now we're at 1 trillion. After this, we end up getting 65 million. Oh, brother, this is gonna be a long video, boys. This is gonna be a long long video, long road to 2 trillion. I'll say that much right now. 65 million is all we got after all that. The mutations we had on that and everything. Now, in the cherry blossom's defense, they weren't shocked, which was the main real mutation we need for these to get maximum value, and they weren't. So I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say that maybe we can get more value once we get these things shocked properly. But as of right now, let me go ahead and place down a master sprinkler. Any other sprinklers I could put down? Nope. Okay, master sprinkler plus spam grow all. We should be able to get some good sized cherry blossoms. Maybe even a rainbow cherry blossom. That's kind of what I want to see, a rainbow cherry blossom. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Okay. We got a pretty big gold one, a pretty small gold one, a decent sized one over here, and also another decent sized gold one. All right, I'm going to favorite tool all the gold ones. That way we can keep the decent sized ones. Okay, yep. Let me favorite tool that one. And then this one, I'm just going to grab that. That's way too small to even be worth keeping, bruh. Honestly, 1 trillion might be too much of a gold, bro. Like, this is gonna take way too long. But you know, we're not gonna give up. We're not gonna give up. We're gonna overnight this in a bit to see just how much mutations we can get in one night. Any rainbow ones? Nope. No rainbow ones. No other big gold ones. All right. If I get a massive one, I'll wait for that to get gold because we do have our dragonflies. So that's really going to help us out. Grow all. I'm honestly wasting a lot of Robux here with this, but I'm trying to get the maximum amount of good stuff. I'm hoping for a rainbow cherry blossom. Please. Rainbow cherry blossom, please. Or big, massive cherry blossom. Nope, neither. That is what I'm talking about, bro. This is going to sell for a lot. I have a feeling. If we can get this thing gold, shocked, all the mutations, the works, yeah, that's going to sell for a lot. I'm going to go ahead and favorite tool that one as well. This is the big kahuna, boys. Sheesh, the one we need. We need more like that, a couple big ones, because that's honestly seems like it's going to be the only way we're going to be able to make money off these cherry blossoms. Getting big and a bunch of mutated. Unfortunately, cherry blossoms are not like candy blossoms, where you really don't need mutations for them to sell for a lot. You can just grow a big one and it's going to sell for a ton. Cherry blossoms, that seems to not be the case. We got to get a big one and load that thing up with mutations to make it worth our time. All right, I've been spamming the grow all method, but my inventory has now got full. Let me just sell and see what we get. 2.7 million. Oh, brother. But we did get gold variant on the massive candy blossom. So yeah, this thing should sell for a lot. Weight multiplier plus gold plus other mutations. Hopefully we can get disco on that overnight. Yeah, that one's going to be a pretty penny, hopefully. Yes, sir. We got the rainbow cherry blossom. Yes. Now this one is small. I'm not going to lie. So do I keep it? Yeah. You know, we're going to favorite two of this. We're going to favorite two of this. You know, honestly, now I think we've got enough decent cherry blossoms to just AFK overnight and see what we get, man. That's all we can really do since these things don't really have much value to them. We just kind of AFK overnight, I guess, at this point, and then see what we get, see what we end up with. All right, boys, it has been 8 hours. I've had my raccoons AFK, stealing the cherry blossoms. Let's see what we ended up with. Ooh, we got frozen. Yo, this one's crazy. Gold, pollinated, celestial, chocolate, honey glazed, frozen. Damn. Let's see how much disco stuff we got. Do we get any disco stuff? Let's see. Oh, disco right here. That looks kind of great. Wait, hold on. Gold, pollinated, celestial, moonlit, shock, disco, chocolate, bloodlit, honey glazed, and frozen. Damn, this thing kind of crazy. We got multiple discos. And it's frozen right here. Okay. You know what, boys? You know what? This actually might be easy to get us to 1 billion with all this. Like, with all this might be crazy. First things first, let me grab this big one right here. Let me grab this big one right here. Let's see what this thing is worth. This is our biggest one here, boys. Let's see the value of this. First things first, let's see the weight of this. 43.67 kilograms. But it only looks this small. What the? That's crazy. But you know what? That's the biggest one we got. Let's see the value of this. Pollinated, celestial, moonlit, shocked, chocolate, honey gaze, frozen, and gold. How much is this worth? 500 million. That already brings us to half of our goal of 1 billion, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? You know what, boys? I'll take this. Let me sell this. Boom. 500 million. Now we just have 500 mil more to go. And actually, I have a bunch of other cherry blossoms in my inventory, like this right here. This is a rainbow one. Or I think this is just a disco one. Let's see how much is this worth. This is only 11 kilograms. How much is this? 51 million. All right, let's take that. Go ahead and sell my entire inventory. This is all only cherry blossoms in my inventory. What do we get? 768 million. Damn. Yo, we already overshot the goal. We already got 1 billion. You know what, boys? I'm just going to go ahead and crop all this. We're just going to crop everything on this cherry blossom tree and see what we end up at. Let's just see, boys. Let's just see. I mean, we had an entire night to overnight this thing and get all these things crazy. Like, hold on. Let me see. Where's the rainbow one? Okay, some of these actually look pretty decently sized. I'm not going to lie. I think this is the rainbow one right here. Okay, perfect. Now, I can't actually see the value of it, but it looks like it's frozen. It's got celestial, moonlit, and I believe it's shocked. What is this thing worth? Come on, come on, come on. 58 million. All right, you know what? Let's waste no more time. Sell my entire inventory and 919 mil? We just got 2 billion, ladies and gentlemen. 2 billion overnight with cherry blossoms. And you know what, man? For a night of AFKing, only getting 2 billion. Yeah, it's not that good, bro. It's not that good. I could have just AFK'd my candy blossoms and I would have gotten way more, like no competition more. So while the cherry blossoms might be a really cool unobtainable plant that you can flex off to your friends if you got it, it's definitely not worth it. So I went through all the trouble of asking admin to give this to me for nothing, because I believe the cherry blossom in terms of value is only worth about the same as an orange tulip or tomato seed from the shop. Like, I don't even think it's higher than like daffodil. I think daffodils are actually a higher base value than the cherry blossom. Hold on, you know, let's test that out. Let's test that out. I don't just want to pull numbers out of nowhere. We're gonna go ahead and buy a daffodil seed, see what the smallest one we can get is, and see the base value of that and compare it to this. Like, let's get this cherry blossom right here. What is this? 3.57 kilograms. I believe this is the base, the smallest cherry blossoms can get, and this goes for 707. All right, so 707 shekels is what cherry blossom goes for base. I think at its absolute smallest. Now with daffodils, let's see. Let's collect this. 0.23 kilograms. What does this go for? Will the cherry blossom be higher than daffodil, or is the daffodil more? And 1,266, and it's only 0.23 kilograms. I can't, boys. I can't. I'm so contemplating destroying this cherry blossom tree right now. But you know what? It's an unobtainable admin. I'm gonna keep it here just for the flex, bro. That said, this thing is a lot more underwhelming than I thought. So you know what? I'm just gonna end it right there, boys. I think the one we grew earlier, the big one, was honestly probably the most expensive one we'll ever see. That said, if you made it this far in the video, comment down what you guys think about the cherry blossom. And if you want to see more videos like this one, make sure to click on this other banger on the screen right here.